Alright, very nice smell. Hi and welcome back to the channel. I'm Steven from X Krogani Studio. Today with a mini figure haul, a mini figure unboxing, and this video is once again made in collaboration with JPfans, which is a proxy service for you to buy stuff from Japanese sellers who would not ship overseas otherwise. So they help you purchase the stuff and forward it to you. That is what a proxy service is. This would be my third video in collaboration with them. And this time around, I have been thinking about how do I make this video today a bit different from my previous figure haul done with JPfans as well. And I have decided to go with pre-owned figures from Japanese sellers, right? So what are the reasons why you would buy stuff from Japan and use proxy to do it? Number one is that the seller does not ship to your country. Number two is rare items where you could not find anywhere else, only that Japanese seller is selling. And number three, the third reason would be a moderately rare item, or maybe the item is easy to find, but you are trying to look for a lower price, right? For example, that figure is 20,000 yen and you wanted a pre-owned one because you want to pay a bit less. And then you look around maybe Ami pre-owned section, Mandarake, you could not find the figure that you want in the pre-owned market. So what do you do next, right? You go to Mercari Japan, for example, and you found a seller selling the same figure you want at a lower price, but it has been opened before. You are okay with that compromise and you want to get this figure, but the seller does not ship overseas. So this is where you use a proxy service as well. So I have obtained two pre-owned Blue Archive figures over here, and this is the picture provided by JPfans where they shipped out this parcel to me, what the parcel looks like, the dimensions and everything. So this is one of the main advantages of using JPfans. They provide photography service free of charge, right? So at least I have a rough idea what to expect, what the size of the box is like, and whether the condition of the content, are they any good, and so on. So looks like the box arrived in perfect condition over here, no dents of any kind. And interestingly, shipping two scale figures over here, their boxes are not big though, two scale figures in here, this box cost me like 5,500 yen, 5,600 yen to ship from Japan to my country in Southeast Asia. 5,600 yen EMS. That's a really good price. So let's get started with opening up this one over here. And you have already saw the content from the screenshot I shared earlier from my JPfans app. They also have their own dedicated app for you to do your shopping and consolidate your shipment. So let's have a look at the content over here. Alright, Blue Archive Hibiki. And here's a look from above. This is what the content looks like. Yeah, the figure boxes were being packed tightly. There's not much additional space, but I prefer it this way. Otherwise, the carton box would be unnecessarily big and I would need to pay more for shipping, right? Yeah, nowadays they use volumetric calculation for everything. And here we have Yuka from Blue Archive as well. Hibiki, I believe there are two scale figures of her. This is the one I like more, the one by Alice Glint and also Golden Head Plus, I think. Yeah, and this is the Good Smile Company version. There are three figures of her. The Good Smile version is what I regard to be the best one. These are supposedly pre-owned, has been opened before, but they look fairly new to me, to be honest. That's the thing, you see, Japanese sellers tend to be quite honest most of the time. Who knows, right? Sometimes, you know, the owner, they would peel the sticker off nicely and then put it back. So there are no signs of the seals being broken over here. But this is supposedly pre-owned. This Yuka, I got it for 13,000 yen. Brand new one would be around 18,000 yen, I believe. 17,000 yen before taxes. So including taxes, Japanese GST, that would be like 19k maybe. Yeah. So a few thousand yen cheaper. Same case for this Hibiki. So let me open up right here. Okay. This Hibiki, a brand new one, is around 18,150 yen before taxes, and including taxes 20k or so, right? So I got this one pre-owned for almost 15,000 yen, a savings of 5,000 yen over a new one. And if the condition is as good as claimed by the seller, this could be a good deal. Right. So this one, the seal has definitely been opened, right? It has been sliced open. This one is still intact somehow. Okay, so let's get started with unboxing. Let's begin with this one, since the seal is already open. Alright, first look at the box. This is pretty big for 1x7 scale lolly figure. Oh, instructions again. So I need to plug the figure into the base first before I plug in the halo on her head. Alright. Oh, I see. There is a supporting plastic rod for her pom-poms. That is not fun. I hate plastic rods, but understandably, sometimes if the part is too heavy, it will require additional support. Okay, the owner taped back the side of the box, at least the side of the blister, I mean. So if you are selling your own pre-owned figure to someone else, at least have some decency to tape it back on the side over here, because you do not want the new owner to accidentally open the thing and then all of the parts fall out and potentially breaking something, right? Yeah, at least tape back the plastic blister. Okay. Let's have a look at the base. Acrylic base again. Nice. Okay, I will continue with the assembly later on because I need to switch up the camera angle and change the camera from above. So let's put this one aside and I'll move on to Yuka. Okay, so this is what Yuka's box looks like. Transparent plastic box again, and quite compact, quite small in size. Oh no, I nearly sliced open the box. Okay. More instruction sheets. This is one pretty box, man. I love this box. Okay, so what do I need to do with this one? I need to insert a pen into her right hand and left hand in this case and make sure not to break it. Okay. Oh, Yuka is left-handed. I wasn't aware of that. Okay, finally there are signs of this being opened before. The owner used masking tape. Fine, good enough. Okay. So if you're wondering how am I going to review these figures later on when they are not exactly brand new, whether the flaw was caused by the previous owner or was it a flaw straight out of factory, well, I actually have a way of avoiding or minimizing errors on my part when it comes to judging an anime figure. So I wouldn't worry too much about reviewing a pre-owned figure later on. Now, okay, this is a very nice looking figure. To be able to get this for 13,000 yen is kinda insane. You see, the previous owner even bothered to put the plastic films back in between her head and the figure. Sometimes I don't even do this when I sell my figures, you know. Alright, first up, the base. This is a sitting pose figure, this Yuka right here. So she does not need this base actually. This is optional, but this is a nice base. Yeah, this is a good quality base even though it is just a plastic disc, but at least it is not round, I suppose. By the way, before I even forget, if you were to use my link Down in the description below to sign up for a JPfans account, you will receive $86 worth of coupons to go towards your first few purchases over at JPfans, and signing up for an account is completely free, so there is really no reasons not to sign up for one. Always keep your options open. You may be a user of other different proxy websites out there, but I would keep my options open. I jump across different websites depending on what deals are available, right? So there was some kind of meme going on back then on how heavy Yuka's backside is because of this dents on the chair, on this office chair, right? But these dents, these curves over here, they are necessary. Otherwise, the figure would not sit properly. It would fall off very easily. Very nicely painted though. I like this chair a lot, man. Okay, and up next, the figure itself. Okay, there's a reason why I smelled the figure, see? Because some figure collectors, they are also smokers. So you want to smell and see if there are any smoke smells on the figure. No, none of that over here. Nice PVC plastic smell. Okay, I like how good the fit is, you know. She sits nicely on the chair, does not wobble much really. Very nice fit over here. Good quality control from Good Smile. This pen right here, very similar to the pen on my smartphone, my older smartphone that is. Okay, good enough. I was too afraid that the part might be a bit too loose, but not really the case. I need to pull the camera closer. Alright, looks good. And finally, the halo on her head. By the way, I have a question for those of you who hated Max Factory's Asuma Toki so much for having a hole on her knee. I've brought this up like 6 times now. If a hole on the figure's knee is not okay, why is it okay to have a hole on the back of the head of every Blue Archive figure? I would like to know the answer to that. Very positive first impression. This is supposedly pre-owned, but seems like I got a really good deal. This is in pristine condition from a Japanese owner. Right. So we shall move on to the next figure. Off you go to the sidelines. Hibiki. Right, first up, the base. Acrylic base, right? Continuing where we left off, okay, so there is a trio of metal foot pegs, looks secure, and I'm using my studio lights over here to see if there are any scratches on it, right? Yes, there is a bit of it, just a tiny bit of it, right? I bought this pre-owned, so I'm not too surprised at this point. Like I mentioned a few times, scratches are so easy to inflict on acrylic bases. They look amazing when they are brand new, but yeah, it wouldn't take much to scratch them by accident. And Hibiki's a taller figure. I need to push this back again. Alright, up next, the figure itself. Okay. Alright, very nice smell. Smells like a new figure. And right, nothing wrong. Yes, Pansu inspection. Looks good to me. So, off she goes into the base. Alright, looking good so far. And up next, you know, The customs officers, yep, they inspected the content of this box and they asked me why does this figure comes with a torchlight, or is this a vape or something like that. I was like, no, this is like a golf bag. Is this really a golf bag? No, of course it is not, right? I can't be saying this is a rifle case, of course. So I just said it was a golf bag. No cheerleader would carry a golf bag around. And do I just leave this next to her? See, this is why you read instructions. Oh yes, you just leave it next to her. This bag over here also has a pair of balls for some reason. Yeah, tennis balls I mean, but this is obviously not a tennis bag. And speaking of the plastic stand, this one right here. So I don't feel like this pair of pom-poms are that heavy to begin with. This is like normal weight. So I'm not quite sure why did they provide a support stand for these pom-poms over here. I don't think it is necessary. Maybe they are playing it safe, of course, but yeah, this thing right here, which is supposed to lift it up, something like that. Yeah. To be honest, I don't think this is necessary really. This one will go back into the box. Don't get me wrong, I actually do appreciate Alice Clint giving us this option. It's better to have it than not have it at all, and then later on, if something wrong does happen to the figure after prolonged display times, then you know, people will go on and blame the brand. So it is still better to have it. This halo on, oh, it goes into her ponytail. Oh, nice fit, very nice fit. Okay, so today's mini figure haul, 2 lollies from Blue Archive. Yeah, going for 15,000 yen and 13,000 yen. Pre-owned, right? Not brand new. But I've seen a lot of people buy pre-owned anime figures, be it from Ami or Mercari Japan, or even, Mandarake. I used to love shopping on Mandarake as well. Now you have an option, which is to look around Mercari Japan and use JPfans as a proxy service to obtain those figures. I think these two are pretty good purchases on my part over here. I made the correct purchases. So you can look forward to me reviewing this pair of figures individually in future uploads. And once again, if you are interested in giving JPfans a try, in fact, you should give it a try because it is free to sign up. Please do remember to make use of my links down in the description below to sign up for a free account over there. And go and use the coupons, right? I believe they have expiry dates or something like that. Go and use the coupons at least, right? So what do you think about this couple of Blue Archive figures? Both of them were released in the same month last year, June 2025. So this pair of figures, they are fairly new figures, less than a year old at the time of unboxing right now. So this is only my first mini figure haul for the month of March. March is already ending. I'm supposed to have another figure haul video, a way bigger one. The problem was that the middle of the month was a big public holiday, so there were massive delays when it comes to parcel delivery, and I'm just about to receive all of the stuff by the end of this week. So by the time that figure haul video comes out, hopefully it will be within a week after today's video gets published, and that would be my actual March figure haul, a really expensive one. Trust me, you wouldn't want to miss out on my next big anime figure haul and figure unboxing, which is coming very soon. So do not forget to subscribe to this channel and also give this video a like. And until then, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you soon in just a few days. Goodbye.